Remember way back in the year 2000 when the NFL draft was all the rage? Well, the Cleveland Browns went big by grabbing Courtney Brown as their top pick, but what if we could go back in time knowing what we know now? Well, that's what we're going to be diving into with this special edition, so gear up for a wild ride that's loaded with surprises, unexpected twists, and alternate football universes that totally could have flipped the script. And trust me, this video is a must-see and you won't believe who we have in this redo. Number 1, the Cleveland Browns' original pick, Courtney Brown, defensive end, and their new pick, Tom Brady at quarterback. In our first pick, we're going to be going with the GOAT. Yep, move over Courtney, but you're out, and the GOAT, Tom Brady, is in. It's absolutely mind-blowing that the owner of 7 Super Bowl rings never heard his name called until the 199th pick. If the Browns ended up taking Brady first overall, just imagine the insane butterfly effect that it would have created across the NFL landscape. Brady would have saved the spiraling Browns franchise that went 3-13 in 2000. With Brady dropping dimes and the dog pound roaring, Cleveland probably could have ripped off a few Super Bowl wins, reshaping the entire AFC hierarchy. Bill Belichick doesn't have his Hall of Fame quarterback, so the Patriots dynasty may have never even gotten off the ground. Just the sheer thought of Brady barking signals in a helmet adorned with brown and orange for 20 years straight just gives me chills for some reason. Seriously, picture him slinging passes to studs like Braylon Edwards and Kellen Winslow II. The numbers would have been bonkers. Man, what a timeline we would have seen. Now that we've taken care of our top pick, you won't believe who we have in our last 3 picks. Just keep watching as we've saved the ultimate surprise for last. Number 2, the Washington Redskins' original pick, LeVar Arrington, linebacker, and their new pick, Brian Urlacher, linebacker. All right, here's the deal. While Arrington did make a handful of Pro Bowls, Brian Urlacher is the obvious do-over here. At 6'4", 258, and still running a 5.57 40 time, Urlacher was a new breed of a defensive weapon. His supernatural blend of size, speed, awareness, and leadership had made him the perfect piece to any elite defensive round. Slotting Urlacher inside the linebacker core, featuring playmakers like Champ Bailey, could have created a positively frightening defense, the ones of which Washington had never seen before or since. Seriously, just imagine Urlacher terrorizing offenses for a decade, plus in burgundy and gold. Number 3, the Washington Redskins again with their original pick, Chris Samuels, outside tackle, and their new pick, Jamal the Beast Mode Lewis, the running back. For their second top 10 pick, the Redskins roll the dice and go all in on Jamal the Beast Mode Lewis. In reality, Lewis delivered some legendary seasons in Baltimore, even breaking the single-season rushing record. Pairing this absolute freak of nature with Washington's existing stud back, Stephen Davis, would have been an absolute straight-up nightmare and unfair to anybody on the field. We're talking about a backfield so loaded, it would have been illegal to probably have in some states. Jamal Lewis in his early years was like if you would combine Derrick Henry's power with Chris Johnson's breakaway speed. Defenses would have seen this guy coming and basically just chose to simply get out of the way. He would have bullied the Cowboys and Eagles' poor defensive front for years. There's a real possibility that the Beast Mode Lewis could have even challenged Eric Dickerson's rushing record and lifted the Redskins to the promised land if he landed there. We love the boldness going double backfield in the top 3. Number 4, the Cincinnati Bengals' original pick, Peter Warrick, wide receiver, and the new pick, Plaxico Skyscraper Burris, wide receiver. All right, Bengals fans, let's just go deep diving into this one. No disrespect to Peter Warrick, but listen, we are nabbing the limitless power and potential of Plaxico Skyscraper Burris here. At 6'5" and with springs in his legs, Plaxico was winning so many jump balls, it was looking like he was playing a pop shot out there. This guy took red zone domination to whole new levels, out-leaping and out-muscling helpless cornerbacks with ease. Pairing the skyscraper with the extremely talented Chad Ocho Cinco Johnson would have terrorized the league. Heck, it would have been like trying to contain Godzilla and King Kong at the same time. 2 physical marvels outpowering undersized defenders all over the field. There is no limit to the highlight reel collections that Carson Palmer could have made with these 2 monsters at the helm. Number 5, the Baltimore Ravens' original pick, Jamal Lewis, running back, and their new pick, Corey Gumby Simon, defensive tackle. All right, so hear me out on this one, but the first selection that the Ravens take, they go defense and end up picking Corey Gumby Simon out of Florida State, who shockingly fell this far. On top of having 3 of one of the coolest nicknames ever, Gumby was also an athletic freak. At close to 300 pounds, he was moving like a greased pig with a wicked combo of power and agility that is just unfair to inferior linemen. Adding along the fact that massive Ted Washington up front would have absolutely transformed the Ravens defense into what would have been an unstoppable force, we're talking about pure chaos with Gumby knifing through gaps and wreaking havoc in the backfields alongside playmakers like Ray Lewis. Running backs would have been better off just running out of bounds preemptively so as to avoid the wreckage this duo would have caused. There was no stopping Gumby when he's got his hips rolling. Huge upgrade here for an already elite defense. Number 6, the Philadelphia Eagles' original pick, Corey Simon, defensive tackle, and the new pick was Chris Samuels, outside tackle. Look, no offense to Corey Simon or anything, and he did make a good number of Pro Bowls in Philly, but our redo pick here is Chris Samuels, because for over a decade in Washington, Samuels was regarded as perhaps the most reliable pass-blocking tackle in the game. So let's just go ahead and slot in real quick at tackle to not only protect McNabb's backside, but also to open up massive hopes for playmakers like Brian Westbrook and Deuce Staley. A Samuel Thomas book tackle combo could have elevated the Eagles line to the best in the league. Seriously, picture just how much time McNabb and the offense would have now had thanks to Chris Samuels. Holy cow, the numbers that McNabb and Teal would have put up, that would have put defenses into sweating mode long before they touched the field. Number 7, Arizona Cardinals, and their original pick, Thomas Jones, running back, with their new pick, John the QB Hunter Abrams, defensive end. No Brian Urlacher for the Cards since he's already been snagged by our Time Warp redraft, so instead, at number 7, they unleash the beast that is John the quarterback Hunter Abram. This guy was an absolute menace coming off of the edge, tracking down quarterbacks with the intensity of a bounty hunter going after his target. Abram racked up well over 130 sacks thanks to his sorcery-like stepping. He'd bend to the corner quicker than Gumby on a yoga kick. The quarterback hunter was leaving linemen gasping for air as he blew by them like they were just standing still. Hey, good luck trying to slow this heat-seeking missile down. With Abrams screaming off the edge and paired with vets like Simon Rice, the Cardinals would have basically had a fearsome pass rush capability of breaking the Geneva Convention with havoc that they caused. No lead was saved with the quarterback hunter coming at you, so huge upgrade here. Number 8, the Pittsburgh Steelers and their original pick, Plaxico Burress, wide receiver, with a new pick, Julian the Weapon X Peterson, linebacker. The Steelers end up going defensive at number 8 and hoping to form Voltron by selecting versatile linebacker Julian the Weapon X Peterson. In reality, Peterson wreaked havoc with 20 sacks his first 5 seasons with San Fran. He was so versatile, he would basically give you a pedicure, tune up a car, and then basically turn around and give you a pick 6. The Weapon X could rush the passer, stuff the run, and drop into coverage with the effortlessness and switchability of Mystique from X-Men. And his playmaking ability was the perfect combination of Pittsburgh's already formidable defense. With Peterson practically causing chaos all over the field, defenses would have dreaded facing the upgraded steel curtain. There would have been some serious firepower here, ladies and gentlemen. Number 9, the Chicago Bears, with their original pick, Brian Urlacher, linebacker, and their new pick, Sean the X-Men Ellis at defensive tackle. Gut punch time, Bear fans. Brian Urlacher sadly won't be available in our redraft universe, so instead, the Bears look to the defensive trenches and select Sean the X-Men Ellis, who carved out a productive career as a versatile D lineman for the Jets. While no player could truly ever replace Urlacher, the X-Men Ellis would have brought athleticism and disruption to the Chicago front line. Having him knife through gaps and being able to break into backfields would have caused enough chaos and taken pressure off icons like Mike Brown at the second level whenever he did finally arrive. The X-Men forces offenses to always account for where he was lining up with his Swiss Army knife of versatility. Tough luck missing out on Urlacher, but hey, Ellis would have been one heck of a consolation prize. Oh, and speaking of prizes, did you know that the biggest prize you can give us is your subscription to this channel? It's kind of like a golden ticket that allows us to continue creating content just for you. So, if you're enjoying this video and want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell, so that way you don't miss any more content updates, and give us a big thumbs up on this video. It would mean the entire world to us. Last but certainly not least, number 10. The Baltimore Ravens' original pick, Travis Taylor, wide receiver, with the new pick, Keith the tackling machine Bullock at linebacker. To close out the 2000 redraft, we got the Baltimore Ravens back on the clock. The Super Bowl champs already have an all-time great defense, but can they make it even better? Of course they can, because they're going to bring in future Pro Bowler Keith the tackling machine Bullock. In reality, Bullock became an absolute monster, averaging nearly 110 tackles per season at Tennessee. This guy racked up collisions at a truly freakish rate. The tackling machine was breaking down barriers left and right quicker than the temps at a mistletoe convention. With Bullock ball hawking over the field, quarterbacks would have had no safe space or landing spot against the Ravens defense. Talk about going overkill on defense, but hey, that is our 2000 NFL redraft, and now we want to know about your thoughts in the comments, how you would have redrafted differently. Is there a team that you think we missed? What player do you think we should have included in the lineup? You don't want to miss out also on the next video on the screen, so be sure to watch until the end. And until next time, what's up, 2000?